Oh, we're recording. Oh, so Mom, how do you remember the times that you used to go out at Lightfoot Drive and just do all that different gardening? You don't remember it? You do remember it. Yeah? You can say yes.
Yes.
What do you remember? What do you remember your favorite garden that you used to do? You don't? How about the gardens around the deck? You do like that? Yeah. Um, you remember the thing that used to tell me all the time about gardening? About you like everything short and cut back? Yeah. What did you used to say?
I don't know.
You used to say, used to say how you liked if things were overgrown. You used to just say, cut them back,
Uh-huh.
and if they die, we'll replace them. I remember the one time that we had those big U's in the backyard, and you you were just so tired of them, so you chopped them back really, really, really severely, and you said, "Well, if they don't come back, that's okay. We'll just get rid of them." And guess what they did? Do you remember what they did? They came back these big, luscious, full U's that you shaped them into like round balls.
Uh-huh.
They were beautiful. And then you put Dad's lion. Do you remember the lion? The cement statue, the lion statue. Yeah. Now you got that for Dad, and you were real proud, and Dad was just like ecstatic that he got a lion for the deck. Um, and Yeah, you used to teach me all about the gardening and stuff like that. I used to get out there and get in there with the garden with you. In fact, that's a lot of how I learned a lot of the gardening, and that was really really important to me. In fact, let me just to switch over. Where did he switch over? Huh? I don't know how to switch over. Doesn't give me a. Oh, maybe I got to do this. Well, let's do it this way. That's why I have gardens in my property, because even gardens on the deck, jalapeno, tomatoes, and then over there my tropical garden, and then the front we just tore out everything and made everything smaller. Because you know what? You got to Bobby, because Bobby likes it small, everything small, and so you've done a really good job with that, Mom. So you know what the other thing I loved when we used to do? Take a guess.
Oh, no.
Do you remember we used to cook all the time? You were one of the most favorite people I used to like to cook with. Do you remember the first gourmet dish I did? Huh?
No, wait a minute.
Think about it. So Graham Kerr, the Galloping Gourmet, taught me. They go ribbit, 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 and their legs. Do you remember what they are? Frog legs. Do you remember that? I think I was 10 years old, and I was making frog legs for everybody. They turned out pretty good. You remember the age I first started cooking? It was 5 years old, and it was cooking breakfast. And you came downstairs, I was cooking breakfast, and you go, no, you're so you freaked out a little bit about that. But it was all because of you, of everything that you taught me. Do you remember, Mom, the time we first made beef Wellington? You remember what beef Wellington is? It was for your bridge club dinner. You remember that? And then how you and I did it together. I got the recipe, and then we figured out how to do the whole thing. You remember? Except we didn't put pate. We didn't put goose liver pate around the beef. But it was really good. It was really good. In fact, it's one of my specialties still. Hey, Nala. Come here. Stay here. What did Dad love to do? What is Dad's favorite food that you used to like to make him? You don't remember? I used to know. I'm trying to think. So, was it your pasta? No? Was it your sauce, your spaghetti? Yeah, it was a spaghetti sauce. But you know what? Bobby does your spaghetti sauce like it was just like it was you. And in fact, she keeps it almost verbatim to what your original sauce was. And she makes the meatballs like they're just to die for. And every single time the kids come home, they want Bobby to make the sauce and the spaghetti. So, and then of course, the raviolis, you know. So it's a big thing that the tradition of cooking still goes on. So yeah, it's an amazing thing. And of course, I always remember since I was like 10 or 12 years old, the summers going to the Lionville. At that time, it was a Lionville Elementary School. Lionville Elementary School gym. And what did we do there? Danced. Remember dancing? Do you know, last year I was at a reunion, school reunion. And a guy named Jeff West was there. And you know what he said, Mom? He says, man, I remember those summers when I was taking dancing lessons with your mom and you. It was the greatest time that I had. And you've touched so many people with your dancing. It's not funny. That it really has just made so many people's lives so much better. You know, you should be really proud of that because it really means so much to so many people, Mom. And I remember, and I used to do this, I still do. I still do it. You remember walking down remember the A&P down in Downingtown, Mom? And they used to have music in the A&P, and you used to push your cart and do a little dance throughout down the aisle. And you know what? I still do that. The kids jump on my case because of that. It says, hey, it comes honestly. Grandma did it. I did it. You know what? Someday you'll do it. So they, you know, those were the really great memories that we had. And I loved. Thought the funniest thing is when your dad came up for, I guess it was Christmas one year. But we were doing clams. I can't remember what it was, either Christmas or something like that. We were doing clams. And it was when we used to put the clams in the sink and put baking soda in there. And used to make them spit all the sand and stuff out. And do you remember when your dad went into the corner cabinet, put some baking soda in his hand and put it in his mouth, and you go, Dad, if you got an upset stomach, we'll put it in some water and then you can drink it. He goes, no, I just wanted to see what the clams were going through. Oh, your dad was funny. Your dad was funny. I know he was a tough guy at times, but he was also a very funny guy. I loved when he used to send us those tapes. Remember those tapes? Those cassette tapes he used to send us? And he used to tell stories and stuff like that on them. I wonder where they are, because I would love to digitize them. Wouldn't that be neat?
Mm-hmm.
That would be neat. So, I really love you, Mom. I love having you around. Love when we can get out of that place and hang out someplace and just chill and talk. I love you, Mom. So this is it for now. We'll come back later with some other stuff. Say bye, Mom. Say goodbye. See you guys.
Bye.
There we go.